A lot of folks are taking the internet-fueled idea of storming Area 51, where conspiracy theorists think the government has aliens on ice, as just clickbait.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be on this everyday makeup look, obviously. For real though, I decided to do an alien look because Area 51 is hot right now. It is hot, hot, hot. Everyone's talking about it, sickening. I was inspired by this picture right over here and this artist over here. And I thought this was such a sick piece of art that I wanted to create it on my face. We're gonna go ahead and get into the tutorial. Starting off with this side of my face, no brow, brow over here, because we're doing one glam side and one spooky side. I'm going into the Artist Couture eyeshadow palette, and I'm just gonna do a pretty basic eye look. You can do any eye look on the glam side that you want, add glitter, do a smoky eye, whatever you want. Then I'm just going to pick up this bone color from the KKW. I think that's her bridal palette. And I'm just going to place that on the lid. Again, nothing revolutionary. This eyeliner, however, is revolutionary. This is the Linda Hallberg pencil liner, and it is literally the best eyeliner I've ever tried in my life. It's so black and easy to work with and smudge out and manipulate, and it's beautiful. So I'm using that to create my wing because I find it's a lot easier for me to do that sometimes, and just kind of smoking it out with some eyeshadow because I do want it to be more of a smoky wing. Then I just popped on some lashes. I think these are an old pair of Batty Bee lashes in the style Batty. I just found them chilling on my desk and I said, you know, let me use this lash right here. And then I'm just going to smoke out the lower lash with the same liner and some of the brown eyeshadow as well. I decided I wanted the eye look to be basic, but not that basic, so I went in with a little gold glitter and just packed it. There you go. Packed it onto my lid. And now it's time for the alien kit. I just picked this up at the Spirit Halloween store. Let's just see how this goes. I mean, I already know the outcome of this, but we're gonna pretend I don't. I'm taking some rubbing alcohol and really cleaning up the area that we are going to be adding this alien prosthetic on. And I'm also gonna black out my eyeball so that, you know, the alien eye looks more realistic-ish once I have the prosthetic on. I also knew that I was gonna cut this prosthetic. You know, you just wanna kind of hold it up to your face, see where you wanna cut it, and then kind of map that out. You know when you trim an eyelash and you think, wow, I really messed that up? I think that's what happened here in this instant because I wanted it to be cut a little different, but you know, we're gonna work with it. You want to put Vaseline over your eyebrows when you're applying any glues to the face so that all your hairs are protected. I only have 5. I need them all. Thank you so much. And I'm going to glue this on with some Pros-Aid. Now, prior to gluing this on with the Pros-Aid, I actually spilled the majority of the bottle all over my desk. I wish I had footage. I don't, but it was funny. Not at the time. It's funny now thinking about it. So here I'm just going in again and making sure all the edges are really glued down and dried down. Do you guys see the condensation building up in the alien eyeball? Me too. I'm taking some liquid latex and applying it around the edges of the prosthetic to make it look a little better and a little bit more seamless, if you will. And then we're going to go in with the foundation because I didn't do that part of the face yet. So I'm just going to carefully go around everything on the more glam side and just do a traditional makeup over here. I don't even really need to show all the traditional makeup side because you guys already know the deal. Concealer, foundation, a little setting powder, yada, yada, yada. Let's move back onto the alien side. So now I'm taking more liquid latex and building that up. Here's where I got a little confused. I've done liquid latex with tissues so often, but I feel like I was so out of it at this point of filming that I was unsure of my direction. So just bear with me here. I decided at this point to go into the paint that the kit came with just so I could get a better idea of the overall picture, and because the liquid latex was just tripping me out for a minute. So I'm using the paint and just kind of giving myself an all over base layer. It is a little tricky to work with the paint that it came with, but I'm trying my best here to cover the whole prosthetic with that grayish color in the kit. I'm going to go in with some black and just try to deepen up some of these crevices around the alien eyeball, and also any crevices that are in the prosthetic so I can get a little sense of depth here. I ended up dipping into my Makeup Forever Flash palette because I felt like the paints were a little bit creamier and maybe easier to work with, and I started stippling a dark gray, almost charcoal. I mixed gray and black and just started stippling to get texture around the edges so that the prosthetic blended a little bit better. The skin looked a little bit more eerie, and I made the decision to cover the eyeball with a black paint because I felt like the condensation look was not the vibe. And yes, I mean no, I could not see out of this eyeball afterwards. So the rest of the tutorial I had one eyeball. I'm really going in heavy with the stippling technique because I just feel like it's working for the prosthetic. It's really helping the edges, hiding any imperfections in my application. I think this is my first time applying a prosthetic. Hard to say. I never really bad memory, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time. So I'm kind of learning how to work with it. I'm adding some white paint as a highlight just on the brow bone. You know, I want my brow bone to pop. I want to be a sickening looking alien with a brow bone highlight. So I'm just adding that and then stippling it out. I was like, let me add a highlight to my eyeball as well. I think I ended up getting rid of that in the end. It looked a little fly-like to me, but you know, I was testing the waters. I decided to add a little bit of red moments throughout the look just to give it, you know, some color, some variation in color. So I just added red around the eyes in certain areas. From here, you really just want to feel it out, do some shadowing. I'm using a black eyeshadow and a fluffy brush and just kind of going around those deeper parts of the prosthetic to make it look really hollow and have more depth. And I'm just doing that for a little bit until I decide to go back into my liquid latex situation here. We kind of want our face to be looking like it's ripped and the skin is kind of ripping into the alien prosthetic. So I'm just using tissue paper, ripped up tissue paper, and liquid latex along the edges to do this. And then once I laid that down, I decided to go over it with foundation so that it looked a little bit more like skin. So I do want it to have the effect of torn skin here. And as you can see, this is the part where I did struggle with the latex and tissue. But in the end, I think, you know, I made it work. And then to take away some of that shine, I used a translucent colorless powder from Mehron to just dull that down a little bit so it didn't look so shiny. And I really cleaned up the edges using a black eyeshadow in all the crevices to add depth, and I think that really helped the look a lot, especially with my latex job there. So after you've added all your finishing touches, you are done, my friend. That's it. This is it. I just popped on a wig from insert name here, and my mom gave me some black gloves because I feel like it makes me look more mysterious. And the alien look is complete. I did struggle with my edges a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, okay? I struggled with my liquid latex, which is strange because I feel like I've never struggled with my liquid latex before. And it's fine. I fixed it with a little eyeshadow. I think it still looks super cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this alien tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Hello? Who's there? Hello?